Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen, friends. Today we are having a cooking and preserving day. You can hear I've turned first time, probably this year, first time my dishwasher on with some jars because we're going to jar up the honey and I've just weighed it, it's 9 kilogram. And plus the extra what was in there, probably 10 kilogram honey we've harvested. I can't believe it. It's delicious as well. So make strawberry ice cream first, it's on my list. I've not been successful growing strawberries again this year, so we went to pick strawberries from a local farm and it smells divine, so I'm just gonna give them a wash. I'm going to just remove the top and we're going to blitz it with milk and condensed milk, some caramel sauce, couple of leftovers, obviously the strawberry. I'm gonna put banana in it and double cream, and it's gonna be a delicious, we're gonna make about 2.5 liters of delicious ice cream. We can fill up the freezer, so the upcoming month, now the hot weather is here, we can enjoy homemade ice cream. Other thing on my list, strawberry jam, probably we're gonna do that tomorrow. Today we're gonna jar up the honey and we're going to make bread, homemade sourdough bread, and what we're gonna do today, lamb for dinner. So if you're interested, you are welcome, friends. Let's go watch the vlog. I am ready to make the ice cream. I just need to grab the strawberry because it's supposed to be a strawberry ice cream, and that's the only ingredient I haven't got ready yet. So what I have got in this jug, first thing first, I've put 1.5 liter of goat's milk. I had a little bit left over, maybe a tablespoon or so of that condensed milk, a homemade I've made, that needs using up. So I'm going to use that up. I've just put some extra milk in the jar so we can use up all the ingredients. The other thing I've got, I had just over half of the jar of this caramel sauce we've made, what again needs using up. I put a little bit of milk in there as well just to take the last bits and bobs out. And when I've made the cake and I went to the shop for the first time really for Alan's birthday, I bought banana, butter and double cream. So I'm going to add 2 bananas to this ice cream as well. It makes it smoother, and now it's gonna be creamy as well, nice and creamy. This ice cream is gonna be delicious, I know, because we are putting some double cream there as well. So put that all in there. I'm gonna put 2 tabs, so this is now we're just getting over 2 liters, so we might do 2 batches. So I don't want to put too much to my ice cream maker. But we've got plenty time today. So I thought I'm gonna start on this so this can take time. There you go. I'm gonna blitz this in a minute as well, just for extra smoothness, make sure everything nicely combine. Okay, tidy up my mess. And I'm going to grab the strawberry. I'm just going to eyeball the amount of strawberries. I really should dry it a little bit because I washed it. We don't put too much water, you know, to our ice cream mixture. Okay, I think that's all right. I'm just going to put this all in whole because I'm going to blitz it anyway. And I have decided to open up another condensed milk because I've not had much. I've only had like a couple of tablespoons of my homemade one. So, and because this is a double batch, I think that needs it. So So we've got now over 3 litre, 3.2. So there's gonna be lots of ice cream. Alan's gonna be so happy when he comes home. I was supposed to do this for his birthday, but we had power cut, friends, for half a day on his birthday. Honestly, this week is just getting funnier and funnier. Okay, I think the dishwasher's done. So I'm gonna load that. Let's try to blitz this. Oh, it turned nice and pink. Right, I think we're good. Right, I think it's nicely combined. Alright, I'm gonna have a taste test. I'm sure this is now gonna be delicious. Wow, that's the best ice cream. It's gonna be the best ice cream, friends. So we'll definitely need to go with, let's see how much we can put in. I don't want to put it too full. I think something like that. So 1, 2, 3. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it in 3 goes. Yeah. I'll put this in the fridge for now. I am ready to make the sourdough bread. I am learning to use freshly milled flour with my sourdough bread, and the book I am using is the Fresh Milled Flour Cookbook by Cara Bridge, and this recipe is on page 131. So she's using 560 grams of fresh milled flour, and she measures out 450 grams of hard white wheat and 110 grams of kamut. So that's what I've just done. I've got all that now weighed out. So I'm going to milk this wheat berries, and I'm going to get the rest of the things ready. So it asks for 1.5 cup of room temperature water. So I need my cup measure. Here it is. And my room temperature water. And she also mentioned you can either use olive oil or melted butter. I'm gonna use melted butter, 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna eyeball that. I'm gonna go and use unsalted. It's very soft. 3 tablespoons of sugar or 60 grams of honey. I'm gonna use honey, friends. So we're gonna use our beautiful, freshly harvested honey from here. Still dripping. Can't be fresher than that. Salt. So I'm getting just all the ingredients ready right here in front of me. 9 grams of salt, 1 egg. I've got 2 in here. And 1/2 cup of sourdough starter, what I have got on hand. And it says optional egg wash later in the process. Okay, so I'm going to mill this and we put this recipe together. I've just washed the dishwasher, now finished, so all the jars are now drying in the island. Make sure they are bone dry before we're going to put all the honey in it. And I've just found these little, labels, pure raw honey from Adri's Apiary. I've done this years ago and I've still got loads of these labels. I'm gonna put that on the jars. I think it just looks so cute, and when I, gift it away to friends and family, it's just such a nice little gift. Okay. I am ready to put this bread together. So we're gonna use 1.5 cups of lukewarm water. Or she puts it in grams, what I like. It says 360 grams of water. Yeah, it is. Perfect. Okay, so the recipe says to mix all the ingredients together, part of the sourdough starter and the flour what I've just milled. So now I have decided to melt the butter. Oh, it's now melted. So we add 1 egg to this water. Three tablespoons of melted butter. Okay. Honey. Oh, honey. You need 60 grams of honey. If you're a beekeeper, you know. If you're not, the honey is the best. Now, when it's extracted, it's divine. Yummy. Okay. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So I'm just gonna eyeball that. I'll do. Okay. And that's it. We're going to mix this together before we add the sourdough starter and the flour. I'm gonna use the paddle attachment until we mix these lot. Make sure the egg mixes real well. Okay, I think we're good. And at this point I'm gonna switch a kneading attachment. I'm going to add the freshly milled flour bit by bit. Just gonna scrape from the side down the dry flour to make sure this is nicely combined before we add the 115 grams of sourdough starter. Okay. Okay, this is now nicely cooperated. At this stage the dough looks really wet, but that's okay. We're going to leave this now to rest for 15 minutes. It says, I've just rechecked it, that cover and let the dough sit at room temperature for minimum of 15 minutes or up to an hour. This resting time is important. It allows the flour to start absorbing the liquid and the bran to start softening. After the dough has had time to autolyze, then start the kneading process. And it says this kneading process could take anywhere between 7 to 30 minutes. This time varies greatly, so the best way to tell if the dough is done being kneaded is to check the dough itself. You want a nice and stretchy dough that wants to stay together. This is a wet dough, so try to resist adding flour to it. And that is really good because it's got like a QR code. You can watch her videos as well if you're unsure. And then it says, once kneaded, cover the dough and let it rise until doubled. This can take anywhere from 2 to 8 hours depending on your sourdough starter and how warm it is in your kitchen. Okay, so this is gonna be a long day. Right, let's cover this and let it rest for at least 15 minutes to 30 minutes or up to an hour. Okay, I just came to check on our ice cream. Oh, it smells divine. I think we're halfway there. I am ready to fill the jars. So what I'm gonna do first, I've got this 2-liter plastic jug and I'm going to fill this first. And from this, I'm going to fill the jars. It's just easier. And as soon as that's full, I'm just gonna close this back up and I'm just keep coming back until it's all gone. And now we've got 1.5. And I'm gonna stop here now. Absolutely beautiful this honey is. I'm just gonna leave this on the floor. Oh, look at this, friends. Absolutely gorgeous liquid gold honey. Right. I like to have a wet cloth in my hand, just in case I need it. I'm just filling some random jars I found in storage. Oh, it was empty. Okay, now we go back and get some more until we use all the honey up from that big plastic container. Okay, so the next step is to check the dough, make sure the gluten developed and it's nice and stretchy, what it is. So in this case, we're just going to cover this up, the shower cup, and let it sit until it doubles. It says can take between 2 or 8 hours. 2 hours to 8 hours. So it depends on the temperature of the house. Some are quite high at the moment, so I'm hoping it's gonna be 2 hours, not 8. Make a mess. I only made a little mess, but that's still, it's a sticky mess, isn't it, with honey? Right. The next job, before we're gonna start doing dinner, I'm gonna put these cute little labels on my honey jars. What says strawberry jam. Because I was hoping to use this up for the strawberries. Never mind. This one already says pure honey on it. A couple of them already says from previous year. How cute is that? So that's already done. This one says mushroom powder. So you're gonna stick on the top. That's actually honey. Oops, don't wanna break it now. There you go. Oh, this one says honey as well. Already. Just the extra little touch. Personalized. Cute little touch. And I am ready to make lamb dinner. And I'm thinking of using up the Lecso, the stewed peppers and tomato canned jar. So it's gonna be an easy one. And our bread is resting now, so we can't do much about that. I'm ticking off the jobs from my list, what I enjoy doing. Perfect. Right, so I'm gonna open this up. Oh, smells divine. Right, I'll leave that in here. I'm gonna chuck this top. I'm gonna marinate it in this jug. It's got a little bit of a honey left there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to cut off just a little bit of that fat, not all, because it's too fatty. And I'm probably gonna take out these bones, and I'm just going to slice it like a bite-sized pieces. And actually I might, well, I'm not sure if I've got onion in here. Can't remember. There you go. This is gonna be a very easy one, so I'm just gonna fry it in one of the frying pan. I'm just gonna fry the meat in lard, pour that Lecso, the stewed pepper and tomatoes over it, and I think job is done, friends. I'm gonna season it if I have to, and that's it. I'm probably gonna do rice with it in an active fry, not active fry, instant pot I meant, and serve it with rice. It's gonna be delicious. Okay. Ali's on his way home now, so we're gonna have a lovely dinner. We still got a couple of leftovers from previous cooking, so probably tomorrow, I'm not gonna cook tomorrow, we're gonna do the jam, process all the strawberries, and we're gonna preserve that broccoli. Saying that, I had on my list broccoli soup. We'll see how it goes. That can wait for the following day if I have to. Okay, but I'm checking my list. Strawberry ice cream, lamb chops, lamb for dinner, bread. I've done some editing. Okay, yeah, we're doing good, friends. Very fatty, this lamb. Soon I've done this I'm gonna go and check on the animals. Feed, make sure the water's all right. And after dinner, I'm gonna start watering again. Okay. There you go. Just cut it into bite-sized pieces. I've been shopping in my pantry, so I was running low. I filled up the wheat, berries, jar, salt, what else? Lard. I took some lard out from the freezer on the way back. So that's the way I shop, friends. I love it. Okay. I'm just going to fry the lamb, and I'm going to add the jar of Lecso, and actually what I found in a fridge, a bread dough, so I'm gonna make fried bread to go with dinner. And I'm gonna have to clean this as well at some point. This is the dough I have from fresh milled flour, and I'm gonna make fried bread. It's delicious. See, that's why I like wide mouth jar, but I haven't got enough. It's so much easier if it's in a wide mouth jar. This kind of food, it's easier to remove it. Right, it's got all sorts of lovely peppers, homegrown, and it's got onions in it, so I'm glad I didn't start it with onion. Didn't start with onion. Right. There you go. I have decided to make rice as well. I'm gonna turn this down to 3 now. Because at the moment this looks very watery, like a soup. So I'm thinking if we put this over rice would be perfect. So I really enjoy using whey flavor in my rice. So I'm gonna use, it was a cup, this is half a cup measure, 2 cups of rice, because we still got leftover of that tomatillo salsa, venison minced tomatillo salsa we've made, and that would be nice over rice as well. So we're gonna use up this rice. I've also put some water in this Lecso jar, some extra flavor. Put that in there, as well as all this whey. Pinch of salt, and that's it, friends. Just give it a little stir, and I'm just gonna put this in an instant pot. Let the instant pot do the job. Okay, so dinner is ready, looking delicious. So I have decided to make rice. We've got sticky rice with the lamb Lecso, and I'm just making another fried bread. Just waiting on this one, and we're gonna have a taste test. I've already put the 3rd ice cream bit, the ice cream maker. I'm gonna put some of this sour cream to the top, and let's have a taste test. I think it's gonna be spicy. I must have put a spicy pepper to this Lecso. Wow, that's nice. That is lovely. I I'm gonna do the bread now. I'm just gonna shape it and put it in this. And then we're gonna wait another couple of hours before we're gonna bake it. I cannot believe the time. It's 22:08. So it's gonna be a long night with this bread. The strawberry ice cream is nearly done, the third one, so I'm gonna put that in the freezer. I'm gonna shape the bread. I'll just put a parchment paper here. It's a very sticky dough. So I'm just putting some of this spray oil in a pan on a parchment paper on my hands. So hopefully we can take this out and shape it. And while I'm going out watering, that can hopefully gonna rise in this bread pan. So when I come in just to sit down for a bit before bed, we can bake it. And I'm gonna show you tomorrow, friends. Right, how I would usually do this, like this, because you don't really want any air pockets in there. So by just pushing it towards me like that would help. There you go. And now I'm just going to put this, actually I'll probably leave it in here, and I'm going to put this to this pan with the parchment paper on. Let's quickly wash my hands. I'm actually not sure if this is doubled in size or not. I can never tell these things. Just gonna have to wait and see. I'm gonna cover this with shower cap and let it rise for probably I haven't got 2 hours really. It says prepare bread loaf pan with parchment paper after the dough has doubled in size, then on a lightly oiled surface cut the dough in half. I didn't do that. This will make 2 small 1 pound loaf. Place each loaf in line, cover, let it rise for second 2 to 3 hours. Oh dear. That might gonna end up in a fridge and we do it tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I have started this late, I have to admit. There you go. Leave that in here. I'll wash up and tidy up my mess. Ice cream is ready. Looks so pretty and tastes divine. Al tried it as well and he absolutely loves it. And as I've said earlier, this was my plan for his birthday, but we had no electricity, so we have it now and rest of the summer. There's some left over. I'm gonna ask Carl, he's having a shower now, if he wants to finish this off. But he really enjoyed that meal. He had half of mine, I was full. So actually I think he is actually full. But he said he loved the fried bread the most, I think. Okay, this says calendula for some reason. So I'll make sure I put strawberry ice cream on it. So we've just made, friends, part of this one, this older ice cream. All these, I've still got loads of our older ice cream Oh, this one is all the ice cream. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tubs of ice cream we've made. And then we've still got loads. That's the problem with me. This is creamy tomatillo soup. I'm sure it's ice cream. No, it's creamy tomatillo soup. Oh gosh, right. What's this? Turkey meat. Okay. This is ice cream. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Freezer meal. It is the next day. I have decided to put the bread to the fridge overnight. So I just took it out. I've turned the oven on and we're going to make this bread today. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes until the oven heats up completely. And then we're gonna do the bread. The bread is done. It's not perfect, but it's nearly perfect. It's still very hot. The oven behind me is just cooling down. Probably you can hear it. Oh, smells divine. So I'm gonna let this sourdough bread to cool down completely before I'm going to put it in storage. So hopefully we're gonna eat this week. Only I'm put it in a plastic zippy bag, what I usually do. If it's not too warm, my kitchen, I leave it on a counter. If it's warm or very hot, like outside, then I usually put it in a fridge. I am going to make breakfast. I'm gonna make fried bread for breakfast with garlic spread, sour cream, and grated cheese on the top. But that's gonna be another vlog. And after the hearty breakfast, I'm gonna have a very busy day. So the next vlog is about preserving the harvest. So if you're interested, you are welcome, friends. We are going to make strawberry jam. I'll hope you all have a wonderful day and see you very soon. Bye, friends.